What up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Out in the Road. Today we're riding Aprilia's 2026 RS660 Factory. Who's ready to rumble?
All right, everybody, there it is, Aprilia's 2026 RS660 Factory. I already like this bike just by the way it looks. Look at its proportions, look at its lines. New side fairings, new front fairing. This thing looks freaking awesome. It even looks better than the RS V4, the top dog of them all. How cool is that? Let's hop onto this thing. Love the color combo, the two-tone seat, very, very nice with the suede. Nah, not suede, but like marine grade vinyl. Very nice. Thumb the starter and let's go. All right, right away. This motorcycle is just, it's crazy comfortable. Like, who knew a sport bike could be so comfortable? The clip-ons are relatively high, which I like. Seats relatively low. Foot pegs are a little bit high. Really what it is, the seat's so low, it really squeezes your knees a little bit. So, all in all, not bad though. A pretty comfortable sport bike. Of course, if you're a 6 foot tall, 190-pound rider like I am, you're going to be a little bit big on this motorcycle, but still very, very surprisingly practical for a sport bike. We love this bubble windscreen on this motorcycle. A little bit short. If you're a taller rider like me, you're going to want it a little bit taller, but we still like that it's got some bubble to it. Looks racy and also has some practicality too. Power in this bike is a 659cc parallel twin engine. Dual rad camshafts, liquid cooling, and 8-valve cylinder head. This engine is good for right around 89 horsepower at the business end of that Pirelli Diablo Rosso 3 tire. Upwards of 43 pound-feet of torque. This engine, wow, this engine, they've done some nice updates for 2026 to this engine. The larger throttle bodies, this thing is much more mean sounding. It's got a nice deeper growl, a little bit higher rev limiter, and just overall a more charismatic and playful parallel twin engine. Aprilia did a nice job too making its engine configuration stand out from the other bland parallel twins. This engine literally feels, you can feel Aprilia's RSV4 character in this engine. Aprilia says that the front bank of the RSV4 was copied to make this engine. How cool is that? So no wonder it feels like an RSV4, because the design is very similar to the RSV4, the front bank of that 65-degree V4 engine. Of course, cable actuated clutch, 6-speed transmission with a slipper function clutch built in, and electronic quick shift that allows for full throttle upshifts and downshifts without having to use the clutch. If you've never used an electronic quick shifter, you haven't lived. The engine drinks from a 4-gallon capacity fuel tank, and with a full tank of gas, this motorcycle weighs right around 400 pounds, moving at 39 miles per gallon out of this vehicle, which I'd say is pretty good gas mileage for a charismatic parallel twin engine. This particular factory at $14,000 rolls on Olean suspension. Olean suspension with spring preload and independent compression and rebound damping up front. Then we have spring preload and compression and rebound damping out back via these chunky adjustment knobs to allow you to make a damping adjustments without any tools, which we like. The spring rate on this motorcycle is rather soft. This motorcycle is set up for a lighter person. And this motorcycle offers a very rough ride on the street. Very rough ride. You really feel every bump. It's kind of jolting. But in a way, it just makes this motorcycle feel racy, because that's kind of what a race bike feels like. But where a race bike feels like that because the suspension is really stiff, this thing's actually undersprung. Still, you get this motorcycle on some smooth asphalt, like we did when we rode up at Palomar Mountain, and you'd be amazed at how comfortable or how awesome and sporty this thing feels like in the corners. Smooth asphalt, this thing just gets up. It's a really fun motorcycle to ride, and even with the OE fitted Pirelli Diablo Rosso 3 tires, you can really get some on this motorcycle. The only caveat when you're riding like that is there's a little bit of brake fade from the front brakes, which is kind of odd because The front brakes are rather overbuilt. Radial mount Brembo master cylinder. And this motorcycle's light at only 400 pounds, but it's probably more of a pad thing than anything. But you take this thing out to a fun set of corners, and this thing gets. Another cool feature about this RS660 Factory is the smorgasbord of electronic countermeasures, all controlled via this TFT dashboard. So you have adjustable combined engine power and throttle mode maps, adjustable traction control, adjustable wheelie control, launch control, and IMU powered cornering ABS. All those electronics are IMU powered. IMU is a chip that they use in your smartphone that gives this vehicle positional awareness in relative to the ground in 3 axes: roll, yaw, and lift. So that allows the electronics to provide accurate response when based on rider input or vehicle conditions. Very, very nice. It's cool that a middleweight sport bike comes with a high-end electronics package. Aprilia has been leading the way in the electronics department. Realistically, in sport bike electronics, Suzuki was the early leader with its Gixxer 750, with its fuel-injected Gixxer 750, and its SDMS adjustable engine power modes. But then shortly after, Ducati came out with this traction control, so they had the good setup for a while, but then Aprilia came out strong and heavy, and for the last many years, Aprilia has been leading the way in the electronics department. It's really impressive to see how advanced Aprilia's electronics are. And that allows this motorcycle to go mild to wild with a push of a button. Of course, we have this button right here that allows us to switch between the modes. The only thing that's kind of strange, though, is if you can have dedicated racetrack settings, but you have to enable them in the menu, which is kind of silly to me. Like, why not just have it where you just go scroll through them? But that's just the way it is. We also have the ability to tailor each one of these settings in the menu. At a stop, you hold down this right button, and that brings you into the menu. The menu is a little bit complicated. It seems Aprilia changes its menu navigation every few years, for better or for worse. But to be realistically, once you get a hang of the menu function and navigation, it's actually not that bad to set the settings up. This color TFT dash it's nice looking. The fonts are not quite as good as other motorcycles we've ridden with TFT dash, but it still works good. We really like that dark mode with the black background, the white numbers. Very, very nice. Another nice touch is the switchgear on this vehicle right here is backlit. So when you're riding this motorcycle after dark, you can see where the controls are. We can also make live adjustments of traction control while we're riding. How cool is that, folks? I think it's pretty cool. And there's our onboard computer, which shows us getting 38 miles per gallon. Love how light feeling this 400-pound RS660 Factory is. This motorcycle is very, very light feeling with wheels in motion. As you can see, when we took this motorcycle out to our street testing proving grounds, this thing it's crazy how fun this motorcycle is to ride. That higher rev ceiling just makes this thing an absolute hoot to ride as well. Yes, some clean corners. A little bit of engine vibration from the 659cc parallel twin, but it's not overwhelming. It's the good kind of vibration. Makes riding a motorcycle really fun. Woo! Well, everyone, that's a quick review. That's a quick out on the road review of Aprilia's 2026 RS660 Factory. This motorcycle retails for $14,000. Carries a 2-year warranty and is built in Italy. We really like this motorcycle. It looks awesome. The engine has a really fun-loving character, visceral feel. It's one of the more visceral and fun parallel twins we've ever ridden. And the handling on this motorcycle it feels racy for a comfortable sport bike. Aprilia did a really good job of infusing its superbike DNA in a relatively comfortable and easy to ride middleweight package. Yes, it's really expensive at 14 grand. I think that's too much. I would probably get this motorcycle without the Öhlins suspension just to save some money, because this Öhlins suspenders really aren't that great. They're okay. They're okay for sure, and we haven't ridden the stock setup, but just judging by how rough this bike rides on the pavement, on non-smooth pavement, the suspension, it's okay at best. But if you're looking for a really slick-looking, high-performance middleweight plus sport bike, check out this $14,000 RS660 Factory, and we'll see you in the next episode.